Jordan! Ian, who went fishing and caught the biggest mackerel ever seen in all of human history, was about to finish it off when their eyes caught a glimpse of each other, and that was it. It was love at first sight. They got married, and now whenever they want to initiate sexy time, they simply say, "Hey mackerel, wanna give my booty a smackerel?"
Venus Williams?
No, two guys.
Hey mackerel, want to give my booty a smackerel?
Oh, I couldn't tell you how long I was laughing at that when I first wrote it.
It caught me off guard, I'll be honest.
Hello, and welcome to episode 118 of Two Guys What's Up, the weekly comedy podcast where I don't need a mackerel to get my daily smackerel because I've got this guy. It's Jordan. Jordan, how are you?
I'm very good.
Nice.
After our smackereling.
So yeah, good old smackereling.
You didn't have to involve the tomato sauce, but I appreciated it.
That's what goes with mackerel, innit? On toast.
It is.
Bit of ketchup, yeah.
Absolutely.
So I figured if it works in one sense, why not another?
The flavours were phenomenal.
They were, yeah, exactly. So what's your problem?
Not a problem at all. I appreciate it. The efforts that you go to.
Well, that was a real quick 180 there. You didn't have to involve the ketchup, Ian, but thanks. I liked it.
No, that's what I mean. You didn't have to, but I appreciate that you did.
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were angry, like, mate,
Oh,
you
no,
didn't have to do
never.
that with a fucking ketchup, dude.
I've got something to admit to as well.
Oh, God. What have you done?
I have to apologise to you, Ian. And I hate to do it, but I have to.
It's about time. I don't know what it's about, but it's about time.
So, remember last episode when we were discussing the odometer readings and all that fun stuff?
Oh, yeah, I do, yeah. Was I right?
And it was like...
Was I right?
Yeah, well, it was about, you know, the national car mileage average and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Turns out the national average isn't actually 10,000 miles like I told you it was.
I honestly just presumed you said that as a general ballpark figure. I wasn't taking that as gospel, mate, so don't worry.
Well, it's actually around 8,000 miles, but the thought still stands. So I can only apologise that I kind of fed you some false information there.
Well, mate, thanks, because I've been losing sleep.
I thought you might have done, and to be honest with you, I thought you might have looked it up outside of this and then, caught me on it.
No.
Not that sad.
Just covering yourself. So you expected me to end the call with you after we recorded that episode and then just be like, right, that bastard, I'll double check his facts on something I generally don't give a shit about, and then realise that the estimate that you gave me was 2,000 miles off and I was going to come on this episode and berate you for it.
Possibly.
Yeah, well, you're right, mate. I was going to, so thank you for the apology.
But on a happier note, my car the other day did 93 miles per gallon.
Fucking fantastic.
And I promise it's the last I'll ever mention of it.
Good, right. So just to firmly put that in the past, on a separate bit of good news.
Oh, yeah?
I will just let everyone know after, 2 weeks of trying to figure it out, we have finally got the Patreon feed moved over so everything is working correctly.
Way!
So if you do want to
Well
subscribe
done.
to the Patreon, thank you. £3. 21 bonus episodes currently growing every month, and you can get the RSS feed now on there. You can even put it in Spotify if you like. If you use Spotify,
beautiful.
you can now move it across to there and you can just listen to all of our main feed episodes and the bonus feed all in one place.
Oh, lovely. And I do use Spotify, so that would be wonderful if it wasn't me I was listening to.
Okay.
But well done. I appreciate that, Ian, because I know that Ian just now told everybody that we did that, but actually the truth is that was totally Ian.
Oh, thank you very much.
I had nothing to do with it.
Thank you. So very kind.
Because if I had, it had been done at day one. No, I'm kidding.
If I'd given two shits about it, I'd have done it in 30 seconds.
I'd have done it before Patreon knew what hit him.
Funny thing is, right, and I haven't said this to you, Jordan.
Oh, no.
One night I was at work and you text me saying, right, you know what? I'll have a look at it because I'm sick of this shit. So you tried to log in to our Patreon. You were like, what's the password? And I said, just our Gmail. So, log in via that. So you tried to log in, couldn't. So then reset the password, which then logged me out of everything on my phone and on my laptop. And then after you did that, you just went, actually, you know what? F it, I can't do it. And I was like, cool. Thanks, pal.
Well, that's because it took me 40 minutes to even begin logging into the thing because it was using the passkey thing, which is obviously linked to your phone, I realise.
Yep.
So no matter what I did, it was a two-factor authentication thing.
Yep.
And then eventually it still asked for the passkey. And I was like, right, well, I can't do it. So, 40 minutes deep at this point, I haven't even got into Patreon. I was like, you know what? I'm done.
So you could have just said to me, Ian, what's the password for Patreon, mate? I just want to set you back a little further. I know it's taken you a long time, but I just want to really double down your efforts there and make sure you get it right.
See, the thing is, though, is that I don't think you have any idea of what passwords are going on anymore.
No, they're all saved in my phone. That's the point. That's why I take care of this stuff.
Yeah, no, but I asked you and you were like, no idea, pal.
Yes, because it's saved to my phone, so every time I want to log in, it's there. It just does it via my face.
Yes, well, that's not helpful for me.
But you don't do this stuff normally.
Well, that's why. I can't even get in.
So when you were like, I'll give it a go, mate, I was like, okay.
I'll be honest with you, I wasn't expecting much at all, but I was expecting to at least log in.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a little bit of a look yourself in it to see if you can see something, like, fresh pair of eyes and all that lark.
Yeah, even though I wouldn't have had a clue what was going on.
So thanks for trying anyway.
Anyway, your efforts have been absolutely worthwhile, so I do appreciate that. Oh, separate thing, Ian, by the way.
Hi.
I know that we're recording quite late on in the day today. It's not our usual time. So do make sure to watch out for the tea time alarm.
Oh, mate, I completely overlooked that.
Have you set your watch alarm?
No, my watch it's broken.
Oh, no.
So, I haven't got any form of alarm other than my phone, which my script's on, so I can't use that.
Oh, okay. We'll just have to keep an eye out because you know what happens.
Of course, yeah. I've got my eye on the time, don't worry.
And also, how do so many other people that are not from the UK not know about the tea time alarm?
I thought it was just, one of those things that everybody knew.
I thought it was the first thing taught in foreign schools.
Precisely, yeah. Welcome to grade 1, I don't know. Today we're going to be learning about England and the fantastic tea time alarm that we should definitely adopt in our country because it's amazing. And it is amazing.
It is, isn't it? Especially on those lovely days when you find that you have an extra biscuit as well that you can dunk.
Oh, precisely. You clean it under the sofa, you pull out a biscuit and you're like, I really wish I had a cup of tea for this. And then all of a sudden, the alarm goes off and you're like, get in, England!
That's the one. It's like f***ing goal.
Back of the net.
I just thought I'd mention it.
Thank you very much for reminding me of that, because I don't want to suffer the consequences.
You definitely don't.
Anyway, so all that fun business out of the way, Jordan, what have you got coming up for us today?
Well, today I've got a slightly different one for you.
Uh-oh.
Away from the UK, I have some interesting words taken from the German language.
Oh, nice.
That when translated have some very interesting meanings, shall we say.
Fantastic. And you know what I can't wait for specifically to do with this segment?
Go on.
Your pronunciation of said German words.
I think I'm just gonna let Google Translate tell you.
Oh, perfect. It's the best way, I think.
So that is what I'll be doing. What on earth have you got for us?
Well, Jordan, today I've got something truly bizarre. And not only is it bizarre, it's unsettling because it's something that could be affecting us all and we don't even know it.
A broken tea time alarm.
No, that only affects us Brits.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
We all know about reincarnation, the idea of death and rebirth, when a person's soul or consciousness transitions from one life to another after death, suggesting that rather simply ceasing to exist, an individual is reborn into a new body, carrying lessons, traits, and karmic consequences, whether that be good or bad, from their past lives. But, Jordan, what if we're wrong? What if it isn't a natural cycle of death and rebirth, but is actually a trap? What if the afterlife, the bright light, the whole idea of moving on is just an illusion designed to keep us stuck in an endless loop, all for the benefit of some unseen force?
Oh dear, this doesn't sound very good.
Oh mate, it's horrible.
Nice. Thanks.
These are all the questions that we're going to be answering today, so are you ready, Jordan, to learn the truth?
I think so. I'm buckled, my nipples are strapped to my toenails.
Alrighty. Right, Jordan, today I'm telling you about the horrible reality that is the soul recycling theory, or, if you're feeling a little existentially nihilistic, the soul trap hypothesis. And it suggests that when we die, we don't ascend to some great cosmic paradise where we learn lessons, review our past lives, learn from them, and ultimately head back for another round of this thing we call life, but instead, we're sent back to this earth prison to be further harvested.
Okay, like a perpetual torture.
Essentially, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's supposed to be torture. You know, we're just here doing the thing for the stuff. But we'll get into that because we are getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Okay.
So let's head back to the start and work through this together.
Nice.
Like good friends do.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
I hate you.
Me too.
Don't be hating on yourself, pal. So, first of all, if all the people who have experienced this are all dead and their souls are now in the body of the new bundle of joy 3 doors down, how do we know about it? Say, how? I don't know, Ian. How do we know about it?
I don't know, Ian. How do we know about it?
You're fired.
Oh, sorry.
For a start off.
Let me try it again. Crikey, Moses, Ian. How do we know about it?
Good question, Jordan. You all know about near-death experiences, right?
I think so.
Maybe, who knows? Anyway, during near-death experiences, people often talk about seeing a tunnel of light, feeling a presence, being drawn into the warm, welcoming embrace before they think, nah, turn around and head back to their bodies. And there is your first bit of evidence. People have seen it. And all this sounds comforting, right? Yeah? Is that right? Yeah?
Yeah,
No?
I suppose.
Yeah? But what if the light isn't the pearly gates, or some approximation of? What if it's a trap? A mechanism designed to lure souls in, wipe their memories, and throw them right back to Earth, forced to live another life without any recollection of what came before.
Oh, I see. Okay. So with having no connection to a previous life.
Yeah, so they have no recollection of as is the theory about reincarnation, you don't remember your past incarnations.
Interesting.
But like I'm saying, it's not some heavenly area, it's not some afterlife bit of delicious place to go, it's a machine that takes you in, sucks you up, and goes, reset on the brain, no more memories, get back to Earth, you're bastard.
Wow, okay. Might have happened many times then.
Precisely. Precisely, Jordan. Scary. So this theory, if we can even call it that at this point, says that we're not evolving spiritually with each incarnation, we're being farmed. Kept in the cycle of suffering, learning, dying and rebirth, also that something else, call it aliens, interdimensional beings, or a rogue artificial intelligence or other, can feed off of our energy.
Okay.
So what do you think about this so far, Jordan? Is it hitting home? Are you feeling like you're seeing your past lives being brought back with the revelation that this is something that is real? And you're like, now I'm getting it.
I mean, I totally understand it. And to be honest with you, I'm just thankful that something wants to farm me.
Farm me, baby.
I grew up thinking I was useless.
You know what? That's a fair point. I never looked at it that way. We're thinking, leave me alone. Stop doing this thing to me. But I'm like, I'm useful.
Bit of attention.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, right, Jordan, I can tell you're not on board yet, but it seems like you are.
Sign me up.
But it does sound a little bit mad. But Jordan, take your elbows, glue them to your big toes,
I've
and
already
get your
used
game
them.
face on. Prepare to plant your feet firmly on the train of truth, because there are plenty of clues that suggest that we aren't in control of what happens after we die.
Okay, do tell.
Well, you know that light at the end of the tunnel that everyone goes on about? Well, there's the first of many red flags. Knowers of this truth say that every near-death experiencer describes it. A light pulling them in, sometimes with voices or familiar faces encouraging them to go towards it, and some have even reported feeling like they were being sucked in almost against their will.
Okay.
It's like, get in here, you bastard! No!
And is that the actual words they use?
Yep, that is, we've said before on this podcast many times that aliens are dickheads. So if it is them, I dare say that that's what they'll say. Yeah, get in here, bastard.
Oh, is that what they're saying? That it's aliens?
That's one of the theories, but we'll get there.
Okay.
Your elbows still firmly glued to your big toes, huh?
No, it was my nipples to my toenails.
Yeah, but I gave you some instructions after that, so I was hoping that you would have taken your nipples, ripped them savagely from your toenails, and glued the old elbows to the side of the big toes.
I've added the elbows as well.
Oh, nice.
It's a bit of both.
That's really cool, mate. Now, let's...
It hurts.
It's fine. You'll get over it when you're dead.
All right. Then I get to relive it again.
Precisely, yeah, because we're only going to go back to this exact point.
That is true torture.
I'm going back to life. I can't wait to see my dog again. I'm still glued to my toes.
That's horrible.
Sexy, though.
Naturally.
Want to give me a smack roll? Ooh. Now, Jordan, let's presume for a goddamn second that this light isn't heaven, or some approximation of, but instead it's a machine, a piece of technology designed to harvest consciousness. These people that we spoke about before, the near-death experiencers, are the ones who claim to have been able to resist it and not enter the light, and they, apparently, often also described feeling an overwhelming pressure to comply, as if something was desperately trying to pull them in. There's another red flag.
Lot of readies.
It's like breakfast time. We've got ready breck all over the place. And if this really is true, and it is a trap, it would explain a lot about why past life memories are so rare. Because if we remembered our past lives, we'd realise the game, we'd know what's happening, and the jig would be up. We'd figure out how to break the cycle, so before being reborn, our memories are wiped clean, leaving us clueless about what's really going on.
Okay.
Now, Jordan, you might be sat there thinking, well, why is this happening? Who or what is behind it? And I think you did say something like that a little bit ago, just a little bit ahead of time. So you were viciously, it was edited out, but you were viciously told to shut up and sit there and wait until we get there.
Yep, that's when I clamped the old nipples down.
That's when you started crying. We had to stop. I had to come round, comfort you, apologise profusely. And now we're back. It's the next day, same time though. But there are several compelling theories about who's responsible for keeping us stuck in this reincarnation loop. And here they are for you right now, Jordan, and people at home. The Greys and Reptilians!
Ugh.
That's right, them bastards again. Apparently, we're essentially an energy form for them, like a big, giant, and in my case, sexy battery for them. And does it now seem a little too obvious, considering that they have advanced technology, a total lack of emotion, and a deep interest in human consciousness? So the Earth is essentially a farm, and our suffering, struggles, and emotional energy feed these entities. And there is evidence, with it being said that some abductees claim the Greys have shown them the reincarnation process, revealing that human souls are deliberately recycled to keep the farm running.
Right, okay.
So there you go, there's your evidence. I mean, need I go on?
Probably.
Okay. Number 2, the Archons. Archons.
That was very aggressive.
Apparently they are, horrible bastards.
Ah.
Actually, I don't know them, so, I could be insulting some people, so I take that back.
You could.
I could just edit it out.
Probably won't.
I am lazy, yes, correct. But if you go back to ancient Gnostic teachings, there's mention of beings called Archons, powerful non-physical entities that control the material world and feed off human ignorance. According to Gnostic text, they create the illusion of heaven and hell to keep humans trapped in the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, ensuring that we never awaken to our true nature. Horrid. In other words,
set of twats.
Yeah, you know what? I take it back. Actually, no, I don't, because I might be insulting, some people there. So I'm sorry. But it seems like coming from this paragraph that they're not very nice people. I'll leave it at that.
I think that's safe to say.
But in other words, they are the puppet masters of reality, and the entire system, religion, government, societal norms, it's all part of the trap to keep us obedient, suffering, and reincarnating. I double take it back. They are bastards.
They are.
But I don't know if I'm saying that accurately. That's an accurate representation of who they are, so I take that back. I'm sorry. And third and finally, artificial intelligence and the simulation theory. What if the entire universe is a simulation and reincarnation is just a reset function built into the code? Some researchers in quantum physics suggest that reality behaves in a way that is eerily similar to computer algorithms. And if that's true, then the whole concept of afterlife could be nothing more than a software program ensuring that our consciousness never escapes the system, and the light at the end of the tunnel is simply a respawn button throwing us back into the simulation with no memory of the previous run.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Pretty terrifying stuff. Any of those jump out at you? Any of those have you sat at night thinking that that's probably true and you're scared of it, Jordan? Are you scared of dying? Tell us.
I mean, it's not something that I'm particularly excited for.
You know what? Do you know what, Jordan? I'm not looking forward to death, but due to my beliefs and what I view about the paranormal, the afterlife, spirituality, and all that sort of stuff, I'm kind of looking forward to it, because when I'm on my deathbed, I'm not going to be sat there thinking, oh, I'm going to die. I'm going to be thinking, I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it would be the way that you would find out once and for all, wouldn't it?
Precisely.
For your own sake.
Yeah. My wife will be by my bedside, holding my hand, going, "Oh, miss you. Please stay safe on the other side." I'm like, "Shut up! I'm trying to keep my eyes peeled for the afterlife." She's like, "Oh, your kids are here. They've come to see you before you go one last time." We're like, "Keep them distractions out of here."
I was peaceful until you came in.
Oh, great! Can't wait for them to come in and start crying, blubbering. I'm looking for aliens here.
Shut up.
Yeah, I'm keeping my eye out for Archons, pal.
Oh, that would be awful, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Imagine, like, your parents come and visit you.
What?
Like, oh,
hang on.
For fuck's sake.
What age do you think I'm going to die?
I don't know the way you're going. I don't know.
Fair point. Oh, touche.
Well, here's the thing. Imagine though, you're 90 and then you see your parents, then you're in trouble.
Yeah, I'm like, oh God, Mum and Dad, you just more distractions. Everything. Hang on a sec.
It's like, oh, I missed it.
Yeah.
Too many distractions.
I missed the point. I just turned to my wife to tell her to shut the up. And I missed the moment. God damn it.
Easy done.
Fucking hell. Oh, Lord. So, Jordan, you're probably thinking, okay, I'm getting on board with this, but where's the clues proving that this thing is real, Iain? And to that, Jordan, I say you're easily persuaded, and I like that about you.
Thanks.
But I know this all sounds like the plot of some sci-fi movie, but let's look at some real-world anomalies that support the probability and even proves the idea once and for all.
Oh, I like some proof.
Oh, mate, it's coming. It's coming. You ready? You ready yourself?
Hit me with your best shot.
Get on your knees and prepare yourself for the truth.
Okay.
It's hard to get on your knees, though, with, so many things glued to big toes, I understand, but
It really is.
try your hardest.
I just have to kind of rock forward and it happens.
Can you imagine the stretch your nipples will get after that? Not only are you hunched over, but now you're pulling your feet behind you. Really stretching those nipples to the limits.
Do you think it would be a bit like, when you see people at the gym and they're using those big elastic ropes?
Yep.
And you've seen it where just a little slip and, ooh,
Yeah.
like an elastic band to your groin.
Imagine your wife coming upstairs and she's like, oh, Jordan's exercising. He's working out one of those gym
Wouldn't happen.
stretchy things. And you just turn around like tears in your eyes like, help me.
Bowling ball down the stairs.
She's like, what are you doing? He's like, Iain told me to prepare for the truth.
The irony is that I never got to hear it because my headphones fell off.
Call my mum. Get me help. Mental. So, Jordan, here's some truth for you. What about children born with past life memories? With thousands of documented cases of kids recalling previous lives, often with verifiable details that they couldn't have possibly known, why would some memories slip through unless this memory wiping system process is just a machine and can have faults like a computer or your blender does?
Yeah?
Meaning the process isn't perfect, and sometimes it just has a little hiccup, letting some souls through who retain their memories.
Okay.
It's a possibility.
So even the supernatural world can have issues.
Yeah, especially when they're, building machines when they have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, idiots.
What about near-death experiences that go off script? Oh! Some people who have had NDEs report being met by beings who seem frustrated when they refuse to go towards the light, as if they weren't supposed to resist. Now you'd think if this was some god, or some approximation of, and it was like, come towards the light, and you were like, no thanks, it would be like, fair enough, you know what, I'm all powerful, I'm all knowing, I'm all loving. I ain't gonna get pissed off at you. But these things are like, get a f***ing light.
Right, okay. I mean, that would probably give you a clue, wouldn't it, that it's not some lovely spiritual thing.
Or some approximation of.
Yeah.
Very true though, Jordan. And then finally, bit of a weird one for you, but think about it. What if the fear of death is engineered? Ugh. If we knew reincarnation... Stop laughing at me.
One day I'm going to compile all of those to trigger at the same time.
Opens a portal to the nether region. To my nether region.
Your nether region.
If we knew reincarnation was a trap, would we be encouraged to break free of it? Instead, we're conditioned to fear death, burying our heads in the sand, keeping us from questioning what really happens when we die, unable to prepare for it and break the cycle. So, from above somewhere, we're being conditioned as a society to fear death, when it could be this great escape, of spiritualism and love and light and all that stuff afterwards.
I think it's happening.
Don't bring my parents in here, I'm trying to concentrate. Imagine, I'm on the other side of this call talking to you, and I'm like, oh, God. And you're like, oh, God, Iain, are you okay? I'm like, I'm dying. Do you want me to call your wife? Like, what? What? Mrs. Distraction? No. I'm keeping my eyes peeled. I'll report as I go.
I'll message her a video.
Yeah. Hey, darling, don't come over for the next 2 hours, okay?
Yeah, nice.
Now, Jordan, if this is real, how could we escape the cycle? How do we break free? Well, that depends on which version of the theory you believe, but here are a few ways to get you started. Number 1, resist that light.
Resisting.
If you refuse to enter the light and instead demand to leave the cycle, they'll just go, yeah, cool, and you can escape.
Oh, that's easy.
Precisely. Number 2, raise your vibration. Very new age, but some spiritual teachings suggest that the only way to exit the reincarnation trap is to achieve a higher state of consciousness, making your soul too light to be pulled back in.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, I'm a heavy bastard.
Anyway, that soul of yours, light as fuck.
Nice.
Because you are one spiritual motherfucker.
That's what they call me.
Hey, here comes SMF. How's it going, bro? And number 3, when the inevitable happens, actively practice lucid dying.
What?
Which is essentially what we were speaking about when I was saying about me being on my deathbed. You know, no distractions.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, some esoteric traditions say that in death you must remain conscious and aware, rejecting any external forces that try to guide you into another life, and definitely don't ask anyone the time.
So, we were taking the mick, but actually, this is genuine.
Yeah, and I completely forgot what I'd written, so it must be true.
Of course.
If that's come out of my own mind, must be true. So, is reincarnation a natural process, or are we just batteries in an alien farm getting wiped and recycled over and over again? Are the Archons, the Greys, or even an AI simulation controlling the afterlife? And if so, would we even want to know? Or is it Jordan's philosophy on life is the best way forward? So Jordan, do we fight it, or is it simply a case of ignorance is bliss?
I think ignorance is bliss.
Yeah?
Yeah. Until the moment happens to you, you can't really prove it either way, so you might as well carry on with your life as you know it.
Do you not want to spend this time preparing? You know, you don't go onto an army base and you walk around and you say, you know, war could be a thing in the future. They're like, yeah, we'll worry about that when we get to it. No, Jordan, they're doing push-ups. They're doing gun practice and, I don't know, polishing bombs. I don't know what they do, but they're getting ready. You know, they're not just sat there going, oh, yeah, we'll just do it when we get there.
Very true. However, what are the army fighting for? They're fighting for their lives. And if you're going to die anyway, what's the point?
So what you're saying is defund the military?
Well, not in so many words.
There we have it. Jordan's worldview.
All I'm saying is carry on with your life as normal, because this afterlife malarkey, you just don't know if it's a thing or not. So, therefore, carry on with your life as you would.
Okay, fair enough.
Cross that bridge when you get to it. Distraction free.
Nice idea, Jordan. I like it. But one thing I want to know, Jordan, what if you do believe this, but you're wrong, and the light at the end of the tunnel is heaven, or some approximation of, but you reject it, you don't go into it? What happens to you then? Do you just float off into the void? Is that what you call purgatory? Is that where ghosts come from?
I don't know. Then do you just tunnel deep into the earth and await your fiery hell?
Ah, that's when the mole people come from. I see what you're saying. Theory galore today, Jordan. You're on form.
It really
I'm really liking it.
Thank you.
You're really pulling out all the stops.
I don't, however, think it's anything to do with aliens.
No? You don't think aliens are controlling our birth and rebirth?
Probably not.
Okay. Well, nice to see I made absolutely no impact on you.
I'm not disputing it as such. I just don't think that...
Whatever. I know where I'm not wanted, okay? And if my thoughts and my information is not going to be received, at least with a little bit of an empathetic ear, then I'll just shut up. That's fine. No, I get it.
Good.
No. Don't just say good.
118 episodes. Finally.
Finally, Ian gets it. I don't care.
This is all for nada.
I'd imagine, just before we started this podcast, we're sat down, ready to do episode 1, and you're like, Ian, so why don't you today, rather than the paranormal side of stuff, why don't you talk about, I don't know, anything else? I'm like, nah, man, I really want to do some paranormal stuff. You're like, okay, well, we'll do a couple like that. We'll see how it goes, because I'm not really that interested. I'm like, oh, mate, you will be. You will be, bro. You'll be so on board. And then 118 episodes later, I finally get it.
So what are you doing next week?
I don't know yet.
It's going to be your favourite shade of blue.
We talk about the top 10 films that helped shape my childhood.
Oh, nice. Okay. That'd actually be quite interesting.
Number 1, Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Doesn't sound like you at all, because you fucking hate aliens.
I watched that film surprisingly late because of the aliens. I knew they were in the end. And, sorry, spoiler alert for anyone.
I don't think it's a spoiler at this point.
But I didn't want to watch it because I knew there'd be aliens. And then one night, I watched it, and I was like,
But you were okay.
That's what you think.
Then you went to the light and rejected it, didn't you?
I did, yeah. Now they're mad with me. They come to me every night to taunt me and poke me with sticks.
What, the aliens do?
Yep.
How petrified would you be, though, if the aliens just came with a couple of twigs?
That's what happens, mate. That's all I get every night. I'm trying to sleep. I'm just sat there going stab, stab.
It's not that bad, is it?
I guess you're right. Tonight, I think I'll stand up for myself. I'm going to get out of bed. I'm going to punch those 4-foot fuckers straight in the stupid big black eyes. And like that.
I mean, that's mean.
Mate, after everything I've told you about aliens... Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot you don't listen to you.
So what are your favourite films?
I don't watch TV.
You didn't have to Close Encounters, did you?
No. That really put me off.
That really scarred you.
Yeah. Anyway, Jordan, give me some German words.
German word.
Sorry, I thought I had the tea time alarm then. It's fine. It's not going yet.
Oh, okay. That's all right. So, Ian, I think language is a beautiful thing. We've spoken about it before, even on some bonus episodes, about the meanings of some of the phrases that we say.
Don't be putting people off going to the bonus episodes.
No, but it's some of the phrases that we say and how they've been changed over time, giving it a totally different meaning. But what about when you look at phrases from the other side of the world? So, for example, in Germany, there are a whole bunch of phrases that I'm going to show you, which I thought, honestly, were just tosh. I thought they were making these up. This isn't real. But I have a German friend. I checked with them, and these are legit. So, yeah, I have a bunch of these words for you, and we'll see what happens.
Right.
For me, the love of this is just that they have clear words for these things.
Right, I'm excited.
I think I'm going to have to put little sound clips in, because I have got no chance at all. Like, I take the mick out of you, but I mean, I can't do it.
Right.
So we've got taktische Weinchen Kotze.
Okay, I'm pulling the plug now, mate. I can't do this.
Taktischer Zwischenkotzer.
And that is the word that they have for when you have to puke at an event but continue partying afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So they actually have words for these things. There's also dum doddle,
Dummdödel.
which is someone that is not that intelligent and takes a long time to understand things. So I guess it's like their equivalent of like a bit of an idiot.
Yeah, okay. Do they have a word for idiot as well, though?
They have a few.
Oh, wow.
Actually, which we'll see as we progress. We have Morgenmuffel.
Morgenmuffel.
Which is a person who is not in a good mood in the morning and gets up late.
Oh.
And the translation for that is morning grouch.
That's me. That's me all over.
You're not that bad.
I'm a morning grouch. Actually, no, my wife is a morning grouch. Yeah, I wake up tired and I don't really want to move or do anything, but I'm still my happy, jolly self. But yeah, my wife is it's a definite Morgan muffle.
Oh, okay. That's all right, though.
My wife's actually like a daily muffle, really. Afternoon muffle.
Yeah.
Night muffle. Just an all-round muffle. Sorry.
So we have also a pterocobolt. Mm-hmm. I'm sure that's how they pronounce it.
By the way, I'm leaving these in, right? I'm
sure you are.
I'm going to have your pronunciation and then the Google translation.
Terrorkobold.
It'll be seamless. They won't know which one's which.
Precisely. You do sound like a robotic female voice, so...
This is a small person who has severe aggression problems and is always terrorising others, all right?
My child.
Well, it's funny because you say that the translation is terror goblin.
Yeah, that is my youngest.
It sounds like a cryptid, though.
It definitely does. It sounds like something that would be born of my loins.
How about a Gipswerg?
A Gipswerg?
Or maybe it's probably more Gipswerg.
Oh, possibly. Okay.
Giftzwerg.
No, I'm not clue what that could mean, Jordan. Please enlighten me.
So this is a small person who is always in a bad mood and annoys others. Very similar. But that is translated to poison dwarf. Which I think is great.
That's fantastic. No family member to attribute to that one.
What about an Sakaz Breit?
It sounds like someone's trying to sing Mbop by Hanson and just has a little bit of a coughing fit. Got something caught in the throat.
Sackhaaresbreite.
This is when something was extremely close and almost went wrong.
Ooh, okay.
And it translates to by the hair of a sack.
Oh, like the sack I'm thinking of?
Knows, but I mean, it's more close to by the hair of the back of your throat, isn't it? By what you said.
Very true, yeah. But I mean, I guess that's very similar to like by the hair of a chin. Is that a thing?
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. I know that's part of a
nursery rhyme.
By the hair of your chinny chin chin.
That's the guy. The tres little pigues.
Of the what? Sorry,
I just said 3 little pigs, but in very bad French.
Okay, that's what. Oh, yeah, fair enough. You should learn German like me.
Dreis Piggies. Einen Dreis Piggies.
Perfect. Why is it that anyone that does German are really aggressive?
I don't know. Yeah, it's just like one of those things that people just put aggression behind everything.
It's like, you wouldn't be like hearing them going, 9. It'd be like, 9.
I'd really want to know what something like, I'm sorry for your losses in German. Because if you walked into a funeral home, it would just look like the person who owns it is shouting at you.
You're like, I'm already feeling bad.
You're sat there crying, and they're saying, I'm really sorry for your loss. I know this is a tough time. But they're like,
spitting in your face.
We do have some listeners in Germany, so if somebody could please send me a recording of you saying,
Please.
I'm sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time for you. Just in an email. 2guyswhatsup@gmail.com. That'd be great. I mean, you don't even have to be from Germany. If you can speak German, just do that.
Absolutely. That would be lovely. I'd love to hear that.
Oh, me too.
From the horse's mouth.
Horses can't speak, John God. Sorry, carry on.
What about a Furztrommel?
Furztrommel.
Dunno.
This is someone who farts very often and loudly and stinks.
Oh, yeah, that's me. I'm the family member that one is describing.
So you would be the fart drum.
Hey! It's me all over.
It really is, isn't it? I mean, when you say you play the drums, it's just not what you originally meant.
Yeah, I've never picked up a drumstick in my life, mate.
What about a Mundgilli?
Mundgulli.
God.
This is when someone's mouth stinks like a drain on the street.
Oh, grim.
And they call it a mouth drain.
Mouth drain. Delicious.
What about... Oh, God, I've got no hope here.
Get it. Go on.
A Weihnachtsmuffel.
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 I wouldn't be trying to work it out from what I said, to be honest, but go on.
It's too late. I've done it. It's a person that tries to climb a vine, but they fall over and they go, Schmatschmuffel.
Close.
Really?
No.
No.
It was someone who doesn't feel like Christmas at all and always gets in a bad mood as soon as they hear anything about the topic.
Right, this is uncanny, okay, because that's my brother.
Oh, really?
He f***ing hates Christmas.
He is therefore the Christmas grouch, as they call it.
My family is full of farting grouches.
And the terror goblin is your son.
Precisely, yeah. We've got the grouchy wife, the terror goblin, got the vinyl Christmas hater.
The vinyl?
I don't know, I can't remember what you said. It started with Vine, didn't it?
Oh, right, okay, probably. Yeah, it's just describing your family tree, isn't it?
Yeah, very strange.
So who's this one then? The Bonhengenstange.
Bohnenstange.
I don't know, but if it says bald-headed radio host from Scotland, then...
This is someone who is very thin and tall and therefore looks like a beanpole. And it translates to beanstalk.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I can't think of anyone in my family, my immediate family, that may describe.
Well, how about this one? This isn't maybe someone, but someone that could suffer with Brechdurchfall.
Brechdurchfall.
I'm getting breakfast vibes.
I'd hope not, because this is when you puke and have diarrhea at the same time.
Oh, yeah, breakfast vibes, what?
Oh, God.
It's like an all you can eat.
Oh, and then again and again and again.
Precisely, yeah. It's a buffet, pal.
Recycling. What about a Spargel Tarzan?
Spargeltarzan.
Sparkly Tarzan. Not a clue on that one, mate.
Very similar to a previous one. Someone who is also very thin and tall, but it makes them look like an asparagus.
Specifically like an asparagus, complete with hair and all.
Yeah, green, the usual.
Makes your smell.
This is another word apparently for an idiot, which is a Vollpfosten.
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 Okay.
And it's described as someone who is extremely stupid, who looks like they would walk into a lamppost because of their stupidity.
Right. So not because they're not looking where they're going.
No.
Not because they're slightly distracted, just because they're stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about a Frittierfestung?
Frittierfestung.
Don't know, mate, but you're getting angrier.
This is apparently a very fat, large person who lives an unhealthy life.
Okay.
And the great thing about this is that it's translated to Frying Fortress.
You're back to describing me there, pal.
Okay, sorry. What about a Spritzgeburt?
Spritzgeburt.
I can't do this anymore.
This is when the poop is so liquid that when you squeeze it, it splashes all over the toilet.
Oh,
And the translation is a squirt birth.
squirt birth.
How about Ian? An Ashgavai.
Arschgeweih.
Okay, yeah, right. I've got it. Commit to memory. What does it mean?
So this is a term for a lower back tattoo.
Oh,
Fair enough, but that translates to butt antlers.
butt antlers. Brilliant.
What about a back fine gastache?
Are you okay, mate? Do you need me to call someone?
Probably. I'm just about hanging on.
Okay.
Backpfeifengesicht.
No, tell me. What does that one mean?
So this is a face that you just want to punch as soon as you see it.
Okay, yeah, that's 3 for me then.
It translates to face in need of a fist.
In need of a fist.
I just think if we adopted some of these, it'd be great.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not suggesting the original language, but the translations, I think it's great that they have these kind of phrases for that thing.
Yeah, so you would have to maybe, I don't know, create a new word to describe that sentence, insert them in the dictionary.
Or you just use the slight translations that they give. So, okay, I'll give you an example. So this next one, they call it something like Spiegeltoter,
Spiegeltöter.
which is a person who is so ugly that every mirror he stands in front of breaks. Right? So that's fair enough. We use that kind of thing like, oh, it's so ugly, like mirror would break or whatever.
Yep.
However, they translate that to mirror killer.
Oh, right.
That would be great, wouldn't it? Like, oh, he's a mirror killer.
Okay, I see where you're going. So we'll take the translated phrases and incorporate that into our daily language.
Yeah, it's neat and concise, and it just describes exactly the thing.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so next time I'm at work and a customer comes up to me, I'll just have to go at the back and, I'm like, I'm just going to go and grab a piece of 2x4 for that mirror killer out there. Perfect.
It's lucky that you're holding the 2x4.
Kill my mirror, will you?
What about a Hoddenkobold?
Hodenkobold.
This is someone who acts shady and has a face that looks like a testicle.
Wrinkly and oddly, sporadically hairy.
And that translates to testicle goblin.
Testicle goblin. I'm liking that they're loving the goblins.
They are. And a slight reference back to a previous one, which was Kampfzwerg.
Kampfzwerg.
And this is a small person. They like a lot of small people, apparently.
Yeah.
A small person who always has aggression problems, and that translates to combat dwarf.
Dwarf.
What about a Randikobold?
Randale-Kobold.
And this is another small person who's always aggressive and looking for stress. And this is a riot goblin.
Riot goblin.
This next one I think is so clever. It took me a while to get it. So, Laufender Kubikmeter.
Laufender Kubikmeter.
This is a very short and fat person, which, okay, but the translation is a running cubic meter.
A running cubic meter? Like the person is so small that they are a cubic meter themselves that
Like
runs?
they're so small and fat that they are a cubic meter.
What?
So they're as tall as they are wide.
Where does the running part come in? That's what's thrown me.
I have absolutely no idea how the running part comes in. Maybe they just think it's funny to imagine them running.
Possibly, yeah.
Or we've got a Geistelfmeter,
Gesichtselfmeter.
which is someone who is as ugly as if they had taken a ball at a close range in the face. And that is translated to penalty face.
Penalty face.
And I'll leave you with one final one.
Oh, okay, I can't wait.
We have the Dorfmatratz.
Dorfmatratze.
Right.
So, final one, Ian. What would you guess that is?
Dorfmatratz.
I mean, I've given you so many now. This would be instinctual.
I don't know, it's got to be something like Goblin Thief.
No, Ian. This is when someone sleeps with everyone in the village and everyone knows it. And their translation is the village mattress. Like, don't you think we should adopt some of these into our just general language?
All of them, yes. Get them in.
I love it.
Call up Oxford. Get them in the dictionary right now.
So there you have it, Ian. That is a list of kind of unusual German phrases.
Fantastical. Thank you very much for giving us those, Jordan. I can't wait to pick up my next edition of the Oxford Dictionary to see it get it 10 times thicker with all of these new editions.
Absolutely. You're most welcome, Mirror Killer.
Hey, you watch it. I'm feeling quite combat dwarfy today, okay? Come right after you.
It's all right, village mattress.
I wish. So with that, Jordan, does that about bring us round to the end of today's episode?
I think it does, Ian.
Fantastic news. Just before we go into that, you don't find it a little bit weird? We haven't had the tea time alarm today. It hasn't gone off.
What are you on about?
What do you mean?
When you were doing your segment, it went off, and I've got myself a cuppa. Cheers.
What?
Lovely Earl Grey.
Mine didn't go off.
What?
Why didn't you tell me?
You mean you've missed the tea time alarm?
I think I must have, mate. Oh, one sec, mate. Someone's just knocking at the door. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Dude, I can see the police outside. I didn't know they'd just, be able to hone in on me this quickly, but they're here.
Oh, Ian, you didn't, did you?
I kind of assumed you'd have told me.
I mean, I did. You were talking.
I thought you were just messing around as part of the whole shenanigans. I think they ran my door down.
Oh, it is happening. Oh, it's even binged up on the news.
What?
Man misses tea time alarm.
Idiot misses tea time alarm. Oh,
Oh, no.
put your hands on your head! Get down! I'm sorry, it was just an accident. I was just a bit distracted.
I don't think, officers, you can hear me, but
You're on the phone!
it was a legit...
Show your face and enjoy your tea!
Okay, thanks.
Get on the floor! Get down! Oh, Jordan!
Well, I guess,
Promise me you'll bail me out, Jordan!
sorry, pal, I better carry on. So, well then, I don't really know how to do this because this is Ian's stuff. Thank you for tuning into today's episode of Two Guys What's Up. If you enjoyed the show and like to have more of it or something, don't know what he says,
You'll never take me alive!
then please find us on Two Guys...
Jordan, you've got to help me, man. They're going to take me.
I'm
They're
just
gonna
doing
take
the
me out.
outro. I can't remember the things that you said. If you like our stuff, please feel free to find us on Patreon at patreon.com/Two Guys What's Up.
Jordan, tell my wife to bail me out!
£3 a month. You can get all the back catalogue of bonus episodes, which is currently stood at 21. And you could even, if you want to, maybe even sign up to another tier and get some t-shirts and pin badges and all the other kind of fun stuff that we offer too. So, without further ado...
When will these idiots learn and they need to abide by the tea time rules set by our king? Don't touch anything, this is a crime scene.
And if you'd like to get in touch with us, our Linktree link is in the bio of this episode, which of course you can click on and be jetted off to every link you'll ever need for all your Two Guys What's Up essentials.
Hey, Bob.
So if you want to get your own Two Guys What's Up t-shirt, then click the link.
I think there's still someone on the phone.
I think we'll leave it there, guys. We'll see you next week. Have a lovely week, and we will see you next Monday.
Put those headphones on.
Goodbye.
Who's that in the background? I hope they've got their cup of tea. Oh, God! Boys, we got another one!
Oh, I've got another notification.
Call my mum! Get me help! Oh.
I honestly thought for a moment you said call your bum.
Call my bum. Yep.
There's some sort of like insult put down.
Call my bum. You got it.
I need help. Call my bum. Fuck off.
I understand now. So it's like some kind of thing like yeah, no one gives a shit. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Call my bum.
Speak to the hand. Call my bum.
That's the one. Yeah, right. Thanks.